Hello, everyone, and welcome to our next edition of our Meet UA Webinar Wednesday series. We are so excited to have you join us for our final Meet UA edition of the spring semester. Today, we have with us Demarcus Joiner. He is our newly elected Student Government Association president. We are so excited to have him not only in office, but joining us today. As a reminder, I am Allison Beasley. I am our coordinator of parent and family programs here at the university. We are excited to get to know you and get to talk with you a little bit today. Demarcus, why don't you just start off we'll start off easy. Tell us a little bit about yourself and what led you here to UA.
Okay, yeah, that is pretty easy. So my name is Demarcus Joiner, like you said. I'm a junior here majoring in civil engineering with a concentration in pre-law. I'm from Roanoke, Alabama, which is on the east side of the state, closer to Georgia than it is Birmingham. So that's a little bit about me. What led me to Alabama was I had been here for many different conferences like Boys State and Capstone Leadership Academy. So I kind of had a feel of the university. It felt like home for me. I liked it here more than I liked it back at home at my own high school. So that goes to show that I fell in love with Alabama when I first came. So that's why I chose Alabama. Of course, the scholarship money and that too, but that was the main reason why I chose it.
And we obviously got to keep you here so far, so we haven't run off yet.
Right.
What is your favorite thing about UA and living in Tuscaloosa?
Okay, so my favorite thing about UA is probably the people. Every day you meet somebody totally different. I know when I first came to campus, my roommates, I kind of knew them. One came from home with me and the other one I met at Boys State. So we knew each other, fairly well. But I guess staying in prayers, like it was easy for us just to go across the hall and knock on somebody's door, like, hey, I'm your neighbor. So even today as a junior, it's times when I'm in the Ferg and I'm like, hey, how are you? Just meet someone new. And like, you never know what you're going to get. So that's what I love about UA. I guess Tuscaloosa, coming from a small town, we didn't have many places to eat. So in Tuscaloosa, I never have to worry about like, hey, today I kind of want Japanese. Tomorrow I'm going to want hot wings. Like Tuscaloosa has everything. So that's one thing that I love about Tuscaloosa.
Okay, so here's a random question for you. Where is your favorite local spot to eat in Tuscaloosa?
Okay, so before quarantine, my favorite place to eat was the Levee. So I would go there literally any time of the day, whatever. Now, my favorite places are either Catfish Heaven or Half Shell.
Oh, that's a good one too. Man, I'm a big fan of the Levee. I really just love the fact that they will bring you rolls and have cookies. So
Right.
I'm a big fan. That's a really good. I approve of that. Like that's a really good one. Okay, so you've been here for a couple of years now. You are a junior. What is the most surprising thing that you have learned about UA?
Ooh, okay. I guess the most surprising thing that I've learned about UA is, I don't know. I guess it's kind of a good question. I guess because UA is full of surprises. Every day is totally different. Like I said, like you meet different people, but not only meeting different people, you do different things every day. And I guess that is the most surprising part, I guess you could say for me, is that like back in high school or back at home, you have a structure. So you go to high school, you go to class, go to your extracurricular activities. But in college, you can go to class or your extracurricular activities could come before class. So I guess every day is different. And I think that's the most surprising part about being at UA.
That's a really good one. I know that lots of folks are still in their college decision-making process. So there's lots of things that are going on and there's just a lot of things. And I know that it's a stressful time for you. It's finals week and you have a lot going on. So what made you're a junior, so you've been here a couple of years. What made you decide to run for SGA president? What brought that on?
So before being SGA president, I was in SGA as the vice president for diversity, equity, and inclusion. And in this role, I had the opportunity to meet so many students from different communities, different backgrounds, but also serve as an advocate for these students. And meeting these students and I guess forming that relationship and connection with them, it showed me that I had a big platform as the vice president, but I feel like as the president, I would also use a bigger platform to advocate for more students and for all students here on campus. So that's why I ran for president.
All right, and it's been, I've lost track of what day it is. How long have you been in office?
So almost a month.
Almost a month? Okay.
I think, hold on, I've lost count of, today is the 28th of April. Well, not necessarily a month, almost a month. May 3rd will be a month.
Okay, all right. So we've kept you this long. What is your favorite part about working in SGA? I know you said you love working with students and being an advocate, but what's your favorite part?
So every day, I guess before now, I would go to class, and after class, I would go straight to the FERG, just because that's where the SGA office is located. So I would go to the FERG and just sit in the front office and talk to Miss Renee, our assistant, our programming assistant, or talk to Miss Stephanie, our advisor, and just sit back and relax. And then also students would just come in and out, ask questions, and like you get engaged. But I guess for me, I'm sorry, my iPad said 10%. But I guess for me, having such close access to the food is one of my favorite parts about being in the SGA office, because you can easily walk right outside the door and go to Panda Express or Chick-fil-A. But I guess being inside the SGA is just, like I said, the relationships, and everybody is there. Like, we're one big family. So it's like you just talking to your brothers and sisters every day for like 12 to 5 all day.
I won't ask if you have a favorite SGA cohort. I won't rat anybody out. It's fine. I won't make you pick a favorite.
They would get mad, trust me.
So you mentioned that SGA is like a big family. What advice do you have for families that maybe there's a little known resource about UA that SGA offers or anything like that? Or if it's just advice that you would give to your family, what would you say?
So I guess I'll hit both of those questions. So for families, I guess I would wish I would have knew, I guess, more about the needs-based scholarship. Mm-hmm. So SGA offers a scholarship to students who kind of find themselves in a financial bind, and just need help money purchasing like a book or something. So we have those scholarships. I guess as far as families go, I guess my advice would be kind of don't depend on your student to reach out to you, because it's so much going on, like I said, and you kind of lose track of time. Yeah. But if you know, oh, my mom's going to call me every day at 8:30, or my mom's going to call me every day at 9 o'clock, you're like putting that time aside, so you know, like, hey, even if I'm with my friends, I can step outside and answer the phone for my mom and my dad. So that's the advice that I would have.
Yeah, you mentioned that earlier about going from high school to college, you kind of lose as much of that structure. So I think that's really good advice for folks, is to just get that structure down. And I'm going to give y'all a little bit of a shout out. Did I see an article where SGA just recently voted to take the funds from the banquet, end of year banquet, to give to that needs-based scholarship fund?
Yeah, so the university has an emergency fund right now for students in need during the quarantine period. So since we didn't get to have our SGA Awards banquet, we donated $8,200 from that fund to the emergency fund.
That's amazing. That's really wonderful. We love to see that. That's for our Tied Together Support Fund, yes?
Yes, ma'am.
If you have more questions about our Tied Together Support Fund, we actually have a previous webinar with Student Care and Wellbeing where you can get more information about that, or on BamaCares, cares.ua.edu. That's my shameless plug for our Tied Together Support Fund. What is one thing that most people would not guess about you, Demarcus? Any hidden talents?
I guess a hidden talent that I would say I cannot play sports at all. So I was more musically inclined. I have a twin brother. That's kind of, I guess, a shocker as well. But he got all of the athletic abilities. I cannot do anything. I can't play basketball, run track, none of that. But I was in the band in high school, so I played the alto sax. I was also a drum major. And I guess my talent, I guess those are my talents because they just kind of happen. But my talent, I guess, would be that I can sing a little bit. I love karaoke, but
What is your go-to karaoke song?
Okay, so my go-to karaoke song right now is either Tennessee Whiskey or let's see, Let Me Down Easy.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
It's tough trying to decide which one I want to sing.
Finding out someone's go-to karaoke song, I think it tells you a lot about a person. I am so weird in the fact that you have a twin brother that I did not know about. Does he also go to UA?
No, he goes to Jacksonville State. He plays football there.
Okay, so y'all are very different.
Totally.
All right. Any other fun facts that you'd like to share with folks?
I don't think I have anything else that is kind of interesting about me. That's about it.
For my previous Meet UA webinar, I am now with your karaoke talents. I'm going to see if I can get Dr. Perez in on some karaoke, get some of our student leadership to do a karaoke webinar series. I think we can make
Let me know.
I think we can make this happen. Maybe this is our fall webinar series. Tune in. So speaking of fall, and hopefully once everything is over with COVID-19, what are you most looking forward to once we return to campus?
Football season. I know it's very generic, but there's so many great things about football season, and I just cannot wait to get back to it.
I am a big fan of the game day nachos.
Mm-hmm.
So
yes.
They don't taste right any other time of year.
Right.
Just
right.
not the same. You got to have those fall Fridays and Saturdays to eat them.
Yes. Yes.
Well, Demarcus, I really enjoyed getting to know you a little bit. Hopefully our parents and family members tuning in did as well. Anything else that you'd like to say to our parents and family members?
I guess just be supportive of your students. This is a tough time, and I guess for the high schoolers now, well, the seniors going into college, they kind of missed out on a lot. So they're coming in kind of on the back end, and we're all trying to get ourselves together as well. So just be supportive. I know I'm going to tell all my staff and my team to be supportive as well. We have many events that we're planning for, I guess, the incoming freshmen, because we hate that this had to happen to them. So I guess continue to be supportive of your students. Let them know that you love them. I think that's about it.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Demarcus. Thanks, y'all, for tuning in. As always, if you have any questions, you can reach out to Parent and Family Programs. Send us an email, parents@ua.edu. Give us a call, 1-800-392-2777. Our website, parents.ua.edu. Thanks for tuning in. And as always, roll Tide.
Roll Tide.